Assalamualaikum. What's good, YouTube? Welcome to another gym vlog. Today is squat day. I'm heading to the gym right now, trying to get some leg gains. Topik pembahasan di awal vlog hari ini adalah soal tidur, sleep. Gimana caranya supaya dapet tidur yang berkualitas setiap harinya? Karena memang lewat. Yang paling penting, salah satu yang paling penting setelah kalian memulai workout dan rutin workout dan starting to get high quality workouts, you're going to need high quality sleep to properly recover. Karena essentially when you're working out, you are tearing down muscles. Dan lu perlu nutrisi yang bagus pastinya dan tidur yang cukup dan berkualitas. It's very important. Cuman we're not all athletes, right? Kita semuanya nggak yang bodybuilder yang memang kerjaannya tuh nge-gym dan tidur. And we all have, stress and we have life. Jadi itu memang hal yang menyebalkan ya. Apalagi di Jakarta ini, the last 10 years ya, dari pengamatan gue di Jakarta tuh, it becomes a city that never sleeps. Karena gini, gue tinggal kan di Kemang. Kadang-kadang ya kalau misalnya gue lagi ada kerjaan, entah itu syutingan atau apapun, dan gue harus pulang malam, gue lewat Mampang itu pernah nih jam 10:30 malam masih macet. The fuck? Lu orang pada dari mana sih? Anyways, that's beside the point. Intinya adalah we all have really weird schedules and high levels of stress and jam kerja yang tinggi juga gitu loh. Some people I know even, apalagi gue di dunia syutingan ya, yang dimana jam 5 udah harus on call di set, jam 12 bungkus. Gak selalu sih, but when that happens I get it. Kalau itu sih udah gak ada solusinya tuh, gak ketolong. You just need to get through with the shoots and sleep. Workoutnya bodyweight workout aja lah, atau stretching, cause that is not sustainable lifestyle. Intinya adalah gini, untuk orang yang schedule tidurnya nggak ekstrim itu, masih normal-normal aja. Ya adalah kadang-kadang sekali dua kali harus yang bener-bener begadang, itu memang udah nggak ada obatnya. But on a normal day, what I do is gue jelasin dulu situasi gue ya, so it might not be applicable to everyone. Gue itu kan kerjaannya mostly WFH. Gue ke kantor kayak seminggu sekali dua kali, dan seminggu tuh kayak ada sekali dua kali syuting di luar. Jadi itu, but I always try to wrap things up by 7 or 8. Dan gue ada di rumah itu latest 10, right? Tapi most days when I'm working normal schedule, where I think this will be applicable to all of you, gue pulang ke rumah itu jam 7, let's say. And then I would just wrap things up, take a shower, and then play with my kid a little bit kalau dia masih bangun. And then I will just turn all the lights off, distance myself the fuck away from my phone, and then just close my eyes and snuggle my kid up. Enak cuy, muluk-mulukin bocah gitu kan, badannya anget, segi lucu-lucunya. Kulit bayi itu, kulit anak kecil tuh kayak buset, lembut banget. Anak gua kan, so itu guling paling mahal gua sih. And then I would just close my eyes, try not to move. This is the first step. Pura-pura ngebayangin kayak lu pura-pura ini paralyzed. Shit, cannot bahasa Indonesia apa sih? Paralyzed. You get my point. Pretend that you're paralyzed and then focus on your breathing. Ada beberapa macam breathing method. You can try it out. Ada box breathing, ada 4-7-8. Box breathing itu dimana lo ngebayangin kayak ada kotak, and then you will breathe for equals amount. Ada kotak kan sama rata. Jadi misalnya 4 detik nafas, 4 detik tahan, 4 detik buang, 4 detik tarik nafas. Tahan, habis itu 4 detik nafas lagi. So breathe, hold, exhale, hold, breathe. Gitu terus. Try to do that like consistently. And try not to think of anything other than that. Abis itu there's 4-7-8. Sebenarnya dua-duanya tujuannya adalah untuk menurunkan heart rate, right? And then there's the 4-7-8, tarik nafas 4, tahan 7, buang 8. Nah, the other thing that I find also works setelah angka 1, 2 itu adalah try to connect the words. Ini agak aneh, but it works surprisingly for me. Tapi ini tergantung lu tipe orangnya yang berpikir visual, berpikir dengan kata-kata, atau berpikir gabungan gitu. So, here's the thing. Let's say lu kata pertama itu pohon, right? So you're gonna imagine a picture, right? And then cari yang nyambung dari pohon, kata belakangnya hon. So Honda. And then I would fucking picture Honda CR-V. Abis itu da belakangnya kan, so like daging. Then I would just picture steak. Abis itu Ginza gitu kan, kota di Jepang. So picture that. Nah, kenapa this works? Karena these random pictures and random patterns mimics your brain activity when you are sleeping. I don't know if it works for you, if it's gonna work for you or not. Awalnya gue juga kayak skeptis, like what the fuck, but at the time I was so, my sleep was so fucked up that I'm willing to try anything, and I tried it. Works 80% of the time. Nah, sekarang we're gonna talk about the other 20% when you are stressed the fuck out. I know life can be a mess sometimes. I know that, and I learned that the hard way. Gue ngerti banget kalau stres tinggi itu nggak bisa tidur. So, salah satu yang works for me adalah, number one, I work out really, really hard when I'm stressed out. Hancur-hancurin deh badan gue deh, especially if it happens to be leg day. Fuck shit up, sampai bener-bener badan capek. If that still doesn't work, and your mind is still running, the next thing would be to journal. Gue nggak tahu ya kalau lu generasi mana, tapi for me, gue journaling harus manual, analog, harus pakai buku, bolpen, dan bener-bener harus apa yang ada di kepala gue keluar ke buku. So whatever it is that cannot make you go to sleep, kalau misalnya itu beban pikiran, beda ya, karena ada dua sebenarnya kondisi nggak bisa tidur. Satu, you're not even thinking about anything, but your body just won't go to sleep. Itu strategi yang tadi udah gue sebutin might just work. Tapi kalau misalnya lagi banyak pikiran and you cannot go to sleep, I would just start journaling. What is it that you are anxious about? What is it that makes you not able to sleep? Ask the question. Jawab aja format pertanyaan 5W1H. What is it? What, why, when, where, how? So you just write down, what is your problem? Why is that a big problem to you? You know? Yep, jawab aja. And then, how do you think you're going to solve this problem? Can you solve it right now? If so, try to solve it right now. Call some people, make that shit happen. But if not, make that strategy to solve your problem, write it down, and then as soon as you finish, writing it down, have a read through, right? And then close the book, and then try to go to bed again. Again, most of the time that will help, because then everything that's loud in your brain is already out. Itu aja sih sebenarnya strateginya. But then again, you know, the best thing to do is to just be relaxed. Kondisinya itu harus gelap. For me, I don't know about you, but kondisinya harus gelap. And then you have to be relaxed. If you're not relaxed, you have to try to relax yourself. Another thing is, and this is not just gonna make you hard to fall asleep, but it's also gonna mess up your sleep quality. Ini dari pengalaman gue lihat datanya di, because I tested a lot of Garmin watches too, buat sleep score. It's going to fuck up your sleep score. It's coffee. I fucking love coffee, but if you're trying to get high quality sleep, high quality recovery, do not drink coffee lewat jam 12. Lewat jam 12 siang lo minum kopi, it's gonna make it hard for you to fall asleep. Or kalau lu orang yang di sini nonton dan gue tahu ada banyak dari lu yang gue minum kopi kegengaruh, gue tidur aja, your sleep quality is gonna be shit. If you don't believe me, beli smartwatch yang bisa track sleep score, Lu minum tuh kopi, abis itu lu tidur nih buat orang yang gak ngaruh. Your sleep score is going to be shit. REM lu bakal shit, deep sleep lu bakal shit, etc. etc. Ya, kayak begitu aja tips tidur, mudah-mudahan membantu. We all just can't try. And one more thing, kalau misalnya lu tipe orang yang harus begadang karena banyak kerjaan, me too, I deal with deadlines a lot. Especially kerjaan gue itu juga kan video editing. Video editing itu kan enak, atau audio editing or whatever, orang-orang kreatif lah, enak malam kan. Bukan malam sih, enak tuh kalau udah gelap. Karena lu inspirasi datang terus udah tenang, nggak ada orang yang ganggu. I get it. But, you know, begadang sampai jam 1, jam 2 malam every night is not good. What I do is I sleep early. Abis Isa, gue mencoba tidur. Karena kan bos-bos atau klien-klien juga semuanya jam segitu mostly udah pada tidur, right? And then you go to sleep. Kalau lu jam 7 tidur, I guarantee you, if you're normal, atau lu setel aja alarm, try to wake up at 3. Bangun jam 3 pagi. Right? You're gonna get the same amount of hours as if lu begadang, but you're gonna feel way better. Ya kan? Let's say lu begadang sampai jam 1, jam 2 pagi. You get what? Let's say lu start kerja begadang tuh jam 7. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. Right? Dapat extra 7 hours. Wake up at 3. Jam kerja jam berapa? Jam 9, right? So you get like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, not as much, but you're gonna be at a higher quality brain capacity ngerjain sesuatu pas baru bangun, as opposed to lu begadangin. Karena brain power lu udah habis. Well, that works for me. Gua gak tahu. Memang ada orang yang night owl yang memang jam tidurnya berbeda, but that works for me. That helps for me to still get good recovery, ngerjain semua kerjaan yang harus gue kerjain, and still work out, and still go out. Hope that helps. Oke, udah mau sampai gym. It's been 12 minutes with the sleep. Kita langsung aja gym. Oke, squat week 1, 65 sampai 85%, 5 reps. Tadi set pertama 87, set kedua 105 reps. Sekarang top setnya di 115, 5 reps. Squat buat yang ngikutin, it's my weakest, and I feel like I need the help, all the help I can get. This belt is just not doing it. My right knee, yang udah titanium juga, asalnya pernah robek, it's not supporting me very well. Nanti kalau udah do it, I'm gonna like SBD everything. Beli lifters juga. Ini lifters gue udah kayak 8 tahun umurnya, udah coak-coak nggak jelas. We'll see. I'm gonna be like full SBD next month kalau duitnya cukup. But for now, kita coba 115 kali 5. Dari kemarin kalau ngikutin nih week 1 gue, 85% di 5 reps, itu selalu nyangkut di reps keempat. We'll see, dari tadi sih lancar ya. Cakep. Kuat hari ini. Yo, I'm pretty happy with my squat. Dari kemarin, all my major lifts, even the one I feel strong about, kayak bench press, itu fail di reps keempat. I have to take a rest pause to finish 5 reps for the set. But this morning I'm feeling strong. Padahal tidur semalam gue berantakan, baru bisa tidur jam 12. Then I wake up at 5. But then squat feels pretty great. Although, semalam gue nonton YouTube channelnya Will Tennessee, yang fitness influencer di Amerika itu. Forbidden, dia ngetes pre-workout, tapi yang aneh-aneh. Salah satunya adalah Cialis. If you don't know what it is, it's some kind of a Viagra. Tadi pagi gue lagi di rumah bokap, dan gue nemuin kopi SLB. If you know, you know. And I, just for the fuck of it, gue minum itu. And goddamn, so far the pump's been amazing. Okay bro, kopi SLB. Not even joking. Tadi gue selesai latihan legs, I still feel so much energy. Padahal tidur gue berantakan, like I mentioned. Tapi tadi habis leg, gue masih ada tenaga banyak banget. So I decided to do some arms, and some abs, and some traps. Dan gue haven't felt this pump in a very long time. Gue ngerasa bener-bener padat banget. So we're gonna do a pump check real quick. Buset.
even my chest looks fuller without even actually doing chest. My traps, my God, let's see if I can get a better. Unreal. Tangan gue bener-bener meledak banget. I did some hammer curls. Hammer curls biasanya gue gak terlalu berasa aktivasinya di bicep. But this time, oh my goodness. I only did 2 sets of each. Even my shoulders. Oh my goodness, my abs juga nge-pump banget. Ini gila sih SLB sih. Dan ini nggak di-endorse SLB ya. This is just... Masa sih? Kalau minum Viagra apa kabar? Lebih parah lagi kali nge-pumpnya. Anyways, this is crazy guys. Itu aja sih yang pengen gue share sama kalian. Don't experiment with things you don't understand. I'm a professional idiot. But just don't do what I do. All right, thanks so much everybody for watching.